So my personal brand is built on the core values that I believe in real life: empathy, philosophy, and philanthropy. So basically understanding, giving, and setting a baseline of your behaviour. Those are the core values for my business, but they're also the core values for me as well, because building a personal brand and running a business are two of the same thing. As you're a business owner, you own the business, you live it 24 hours a day. So if you're living it, you may as well live your personal life within your business, and you may as well make sure that both work together and you provide the same thing, whether it is to a personal relationship or a business relationship. I don't see any difference between the two. This is a very good question. Everything is done through networking. I don't cold call, I don't make phone calls to meet with people. My networking will be through phone, through email, through LinkedIn, through events, predominantly through events, like the PBN, for example. Everything is done through that. Generate a warm lead, and from that can move on and either make a phone call and let's talk business, but everything is done through that first face-to-face. That's the only way to do it. I never self-promote. That's very simple. When I meet with people, I generally like to learn about people. I like to find out what makes people tick. It's nothing to do with business. Business just happens organically. You build a relationship. I do a lot of work within the Asian community and also within the Middle Eastern communities abroad, as well as in Perth. The key thing is building relationships. It's making friends. If you don't have those key things, you don't have business. Now, to make good friends, you have to find common ground that is not business. You've got to be able to find common ground about, has somebody bought a new puppy? Do they ride motorbikes? Do they play rugby on the weekend? So the key thing with introductions is, if you don't know the two people you're introducing, it's probably best you don't introduce the two people. You must know the two people. I'm known as a prankster in certain circles. I do like to have a little bit of a joke and a little bit of a banter with people. So it's always keep it light-hearted, but make sure you get to the crux of the personalities that you're trying to put together, what makes them sit together, and how are they going to do business together. You need to show that you understand their businesses before these two people get together, because you are making the introduction fundamentally. The key to it is actually phoning up and following up, but the bigger key issue is understanding people's timelines, what they do within terms of their work life, to understand when is the best time to get back to them. Maybe it's the end of tax time. You don't want to be speaking to an accountant at the end of tax time, for example. You need to understand their circumstances, understand what they're doing, and get back to them in a period of time. Maybe a quick email to say, hi, thanks very much for the great chat. I'll contact you in 2 weeks, 4 weeks. But the key thing is, if you say 4 weeks, put it in your calendar that in 4 weeks' time you are going to be contacting. Always stick to the principles that you state in front of people.